Education isn't failing, it's doing exactly what it was designed for 200 years ago. The real question, should we rebuild it? Hi, I'm Srinesh, and today we are going back to the blueprint of our education system. With me is Jessica, an educator who's been questioning the very foundations of how we learn. Welcome, Jessica.
Thanks, Srinesh. I think that opening line is spot on. People keep saying the system is broken, but the truth is, it was never designed for what we need today. It was built to create obedient workers for the industrial age, not curious thinkers for the innovation age.
Exactly. The rows of desks, the bell schedules, the standardized test, they weren't designed for creativity, they were designed for conformity. So when we complain about disengagement or low performance, we're not seeing failure, we're seeing design success for the wrong era.
Yes, the system does what it was meant to do, but society has moved on. Factories aren't the future. Innovation, empathy, adaptability, that's the currency now, and our system hasn't rebuilt itself to match.
I remember visiting a school where the principal proudly said, our students never question teachers. At first, it sounded like discipline, but then it hit me. That's not education, that's obedience training. If the system could talk, it would probably say, I was built through silence curiosity.
Exactly. And neuroscience tells us curiosity is the engine of memory and learning. By suppressing it, we're literally teaching students not to think deeply. That's why half the classroom zones out. Not because they're lazy, but because the design doesn't fit the human brain.
So, Jessica, what would rebuilding look like?
It would mean designing schools like ecosystems, not factories, classrooms that adapt to each learner's style, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, systems that measure growth, not just grades, and teaching that values problem solving and creativity as much as memorization.
And that's why we started Learnity, to create tools that decode the learner, not just the mark sheet. It's about building education for today, not repeating a design from 200 years ago. So here's the truth, the system isn't broken, it's outdated. It's time to rebuild education for the world we live in now and the future we're heading into. Je-
Beautifully said, Srinesh, because the goal isn't to fix a broken machine, it's to design a whole new one.
Thank you for listening to the Learnity podcast. If this episode made you rethink education, share it with a teacher, a parent, or even a policymaker. Until next time, remember, the future of learning isn't repair, it's redesign.